Yo, what's good? Everyday Superpower, signing in with a tidbit. We're gonna talk some game, yeah? This is the place where you learn about body language, non-verbal communication and everything in between. Lubricate your communication to the extent as to where the world is your oyster, okay? I'm gonna talk pressure. Too much pressure. Too much pressure. I got two cliches for you, yeah? One of them, pressure bursts pipes. It's the truth. Pressure bursts pipes. But do you know what? The second is the contrary. Pressure forms diamonds. What route are you gonna take? Because you're gonna be put through hellfire regardless. Are you gonna come out the other end gleaming, shining, solid, impenetrable? Or are you gonna come out there frail, broken, weak? It's up to you. You're gonna get put through the exact same situation. You're gonna get put through the exact same trials, the problems, the traumas. But are you gonna take the time to sit back, look at things from a logical, rational perspective, as opposed to an illogical, emotional driven mess? And are you going to allow yourself to strive and grow through those hard times? So in life, such as in growth, such as in investment, there's highs and lows. In the long run, we have a tangent whether we go upwards or downwards, but in the small run, in the fine detail, we spike up and down and up and down and up and down to new highs, to new lows. New highs, new lows. Where do we go? Nobody knows. Do you feel that pressure? Do you feel the emotional leak, which happens and will happen? We can be the most stable of the most masculine of the most rational, but when shit hits the fan and you don't expect it and you never saw it coming, and then something else happens atop of that, and so on and so forth, you're gonna start leaking. You're gonna start leaking emotion, whether that be anger, explosive, irrational energy. You're gonna make decisions and you're gonna explode upon those whom don't deserve it. Or are you gonna break down in sadness? Who are you gonna break down in front of? Where are you gonna break down? Are you gonna look like a sheep in front of lions? Now personally, I don't think there's anything wrong. I think there's humanity, there is a human essence in understanding one's emotion and dealing with it appropriately. But let's be real, the majority don't cope with it in that particular manner. If you break down in sadness and start weeping and crying in a public space, it's going to showcase the fact that you have broken down. The pressure has burst the pipe. Now where do you go from there? Because that is a new low. Do you bounce off of that floor, that rock bottom, into the sky above like a bouncing ball? Pressure forms diamonds. It's the spice of life. It's the excitement of life. We get given incredible trauma from start to finish in order to sugarcoat actually the positives, the blessings we receive in this game. It's a necessary evil in order for us to experience the contrary, the opposite, the yin to the yang, the beautiful life that exists at the opposite side. Can you approach both realms with a sense of understanding and growth? As they do say there's a silver lining in everything. What happens when you get put in hospital and you have to learn to live again? Do you redefine your living? Or do you allow it to consume you? Do you live and learn and apply a new sense of urgency and mortality? Or do you accept defeat and that you will never be the same again? What's your perspective and how do you apply it, and do you end up in a better place regardless? You're going to experience it in life. It's inevitable. The next person is going to crumble. Are you going to take that weight of the world upon your shoulders and break on through? Do you already possess the weight? Do you already have that weight upon your shoulders as to which others have had the fortune to not being born with? You've been born under circumstances the more fortunate have not had to deal with, and in doing so, you have the potential to grow outward. As today will be sheltered, not experiencing the highs and lows of this beautiful experience we call life. Do you embrace the struggle? Everybody who has succeeded has looked back in hindsight and said the struggle was the most beautiful time. They just didn't acknowledge it at that moment, and once they received everything they believed they needed, mundanity struck. It became another day at the office as opposed to a day to strive and survive and make something from nothing. Are you taking a moment to look externally at who you are? Are you leaving your skin and absorbing the information, the atmosphere and the information, and reapplying that tenfold to the next experience in your life? If you burst under pressure, you will burst again the second time and the third. If you allow yourself to be consumed by it, allow it to wear itself off and break on through the other side, you will be empowered to take on the next challenge and the next, as to where that last existing situation was nothing but a mere issue that can be wiped off like shit on a shoe. How much do you want it? How much do you need it? If you already have everything, then you don't have that drive, that ambition. The channel's called Everyday Superpower. You yourself have a superpower, given that you have been born under unfortunate circumstances. You are now existing in unfortunate circumstances. You have reason to live. You have reason to strive. You have purpose to break through the pain. The pain-pleasure principle. We go towards that which is pleasurable. We are attracted. We escape that as to which is painful and repulsive. If we are existing in pain, there's only one way out, and that's to head towards the pleasure. When will we receive the pleasure? The more pain we exist in, the longer it will take, but the sweeter and the more relief we will experience once we experience it. Or do we just allow to exist within pain for the entirety of our one existence? Under pressure, allow yourself to experience the emotion you are experiencing. It's natural. You are not going to repress the emotion. You're going to allow it. You are going to experience it to its full extent. The anger that ripples through you, creating stirs within your brain, incredible aggression and volatility, but you are not going to allow it to be utilized in a destructive and detrimental manner. You are going to utilize it to create, or you are going to step back, absorb one's self, appreciate oneself, appreciate one's power, self-restraint, self-control. Allow it to flow through you. Resolve to pure consciousness, to rationality, and move on with your life a stronger person, knowing you are able and capable of dealing with the issues that life throws at you. It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse, and you are taking on the challenges the world throws at you. The harshest boss of all, the harshest management of all, the harshest parent of all, unrelentless, petrifying. It can form diamonds, you just have to sit back and let it happen. I'm signing out, peace.